Hi, and welcome back to the Cheeky Crypto Podcast. My name's Chris, and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, we're going to have a look at the crypto market, Bitcoin, and what I expect to be happening over the coming weeks and months. And, we keep getting these comments about being the most bearish channel out there. And I'm going to flip it on its head and say that we are probably the most realistic channel out there. And in my opinion, I do think that we're going to see a sizable pullback in the market. I don't think that the economy is healthy and the macro looks terrible. So we're going to dig into some of the things that I think people should, stop burying their head in the sand and start waking up to see the signs that are out there in front of us. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Jump in the Discord, over 6,500 people supporting one another navigate this space safely. It's a fantastic community, and it's definitely worth immersing yourself in a great community within the crypto space. Learn from other people's mistakes so you don't have to pay that entry fee where people, quite often talk about. Right, let's get down to the desktop. So we're going to start here, and it was only yesterday that I talked about the fact that Matic had reduced their staff, or were planning on firing 20% of their workforce. And I went on to also say that they won't be the only ones. And look, the very next day we get an article. So we're the 22nd. So this is obviously the day before this goes out. So Australian crypto gaming firm Immutable cuts staff by 11%. CEO blames layoffs on the need to maximize how long its cash reserves will last. So this is something that we see an awful lot in the tech sector. So, a lot of people were talking about, Matic are in trouble. I don't think that really is the case. This is something that you see, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, all these big tech firms doing the same things, laying off staff. And it was weeks, even months ago, I was saying that, I expect to see more of this. I think that, people are ignoring the fact and burying their heads in the sand that they think that this is more than just a bear market rally. And, we've seen many of these in the past, and maybe, it's got a bit carried away, and maybe the narrative has been pushed a little bit harder. But from my point of view, and the way that I'm looking at the market is, and the question I'm asking is, who benefits the most? All those exchanges on the verge of bankruptcy, all those hedge funds on the verge of bankruptcy. This bear market rally couldn't have come at a better time for a lot of these individuals. And, the market makers and all these individuals are the ones that benefit the most. And you end up seeing retail just FOMOing in, but purely because the narrative is just fundamentally wrong and flawed. So look, it's another company. I expect there to be more. I don't know how many times we have to be right before people start paying attention. The other thing that we've been talking about on this channel an awful lot is the fact that whales are not buying, and basically this bull run is not a bull run, it's a bear market rally, which I did. If you go back further through the channel, you would have heard me on live streams on Twitch and on YouTube saying to expect bear market rallies, and in videos. I've said this numerous amounts of times, and now that is what we've got, I believe, at least. Anyway, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. But the number of Bitcoin whales drops to lowest level since 2019. Bitcoin wallets holding over 1,000 BTC peaked in February 2021. Now, though, whales pods are dwindling fast, if I can get my words out. So look, you can see it here. We've got, where is it? Look, we've got it here, right on this chart. So you can see 2019 here. We're below that now. So this is something that we have been talking about an awful lot. The whales have not been buying, Bitcoin. They just haven't been buying Bitcoin. And Nick's wallet analysis has been getting lots of criticism because the market's been going up, but people have been manipulating data and putting it out, and then that brings Nick's data into question. And for me, that is something that needs to change. We haven't got much wrong, if anything, recently. And I say recently, I'm talking like before FTX. Since before FTX, we've got very, very little wrong. Back in May, we called the bottom in June. That happened. We said that wasn't the bottom in June, and we got a further bottom with the FTX collapse, which we did tell you about the FTX collapse before it happened, before CZ's tweet went out. We told you about BlockFi before BlockFi, issues started to come to light. We told you about all of these things and much more. And we've navigated this space impeccably through this bear market, but people still don't seem to believe the data that we put out here, and it's a real shame in my eyes. But let's sort of move on. We've got nearly $370 billion in Bitcoin has gone dormant. Here's why. And investors are keeping their coins still. The amount of Bitcoin is not budging nearly a new all-time high. So look, basically, again, just looking at Glassnode, and what they're saying here is basically the Bitcoin that investors are holding is being held for much longer. It's not being sort of put on the exchanges and sold. Lots of people are thinking more long term, and this is a real positive. So as much as people keep criticizing our channel for being bearish right now, we are super bullish long term, and I have a good sized crypto portfolio, and it's probably somewhere close to where my portfolio was in the previous bull run at the peak. And we're still in a bear market. And I've still got lots of money on the side ready to deploy. It's not like we haven't been buying the big dips, back in June and back in November and December. We were buying those. And I say we, mainly me, because I dollar cost average on the big pullbacks. And this is one of the techniques that I use and has done me well through the different bear and bull markets. And, if it isn't broken, don't change it. That coupled with great risk management. We have a course on that at 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗥 with 40% off. Links are in the description. The risk management aspect of things is so important. It's meant that we've managed to, lose very little amounts of crypto or money in the bear market. And a lot of people are not fortunate to say that. How many channels have, presenters or owners that lost Luna? Lost because of FTX and FTT and Solana. We were telling you to short that shit back in, before the exchange collapsed, and people made thousands of % profit in our Discord. So, this is the stuff that you get, the proper alpha shit, not this people saying stuff is going to happen and it never materializes. This is us telling you how to, potentially avoid the risk of losing all of your crypto and stuff like that. So for me, this stuff is interesting, but I think it's a real positive, and that is why I bring it up. We've also got Coinbase swings to quarterly loss as crypto winter hits trading volume. Basically, all the volumes are down. I don't think this comes as much of a surprise to individuals. It helps if I share the screen. For me, this is something that doesn't shock me, doesn't surprise me. Also with the changes that Coinbase made as well, with Coinbase Pro, all that stuff I think is really negative. And the only thing that surprises me about it is how much their fees are. How can you possibly be at a loss? It's a real question mark for me. Very poor management, in my opinion. We've got BIS head claims that Fiat won battle with crypto. Bitcoin community disagrees, and this is basically the head of the Bank for International Settlements saying that in a nutshell, if you had purchased crypto, I think what were the dates? If you purchased crypto, it was like between 2015, August 2015 and December 2022. The majority are nearly in loss, basically. and they've shared this this chart here. And look, to a point, I agree, but I also disagree. I disagree because there's lots of people that made an awful lot of money out of Bitcoin purchasing between those dates. And it's a very blanket sort of approach. So yeah, I disagree to a point, but that's not because I'm a Bitcoin maxi, because I'm definitely not one of those. It's something that is something. It's something that you can't blanket approach, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And the final thing that I want to cover off is France pilots in-store crypto payments. And I think this is a big deal. And obviously Binance are involved in this with Binance Pay. So again, another really big sort of push forward for blockchain technology. I don't think this is something that's going to go super mainstream though. I think we are, some time away from that. I think the CBDCs that the banks issue, if they can integrate those into the crypto space, I think that's the point where we start to get mainstream adoption. But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I'm really, quite bearish when it comes to the short term, but long term, I'm so bullish. And really excited about where we're heading with the blockchain technology. If you enjoyed this sort of content, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.